Right, this is one for my girls out there because I want to know if you guys get the same. I don't understand what the fuck is going on in 2023 where men are so quick to judge you for being successful. More successful than them. Just because whatever you do for work, however you are successful, is your own, you know, that's your life. You're not living anybody else's. But I don't understand the amount of men that like hate seeing women be successful. And don't get me wrong, there are men out there that aren't like that. So don't come for me in the comments about that. But like, they're so quick to have an opinion and judge you, and it's like, bro, I put food on the table, I pay for a roof over my head, and you know, like, I'm living my best life. Why are you so angry about that?
Gentlemen, welcome back to another video of women dating over 30. We have this one right here that probably lives in the desert, you know, guys, because you see eyelashes keep stuff from entering your eyes, so she's really worried that something may enter her eyes. So as you see, she has put like 2 extremely long eyelashes to keep her protected. You know, guys, I think I've never heard a man say, you know what, screw that woman if she had longer eyelashes. But to get to the point, she asked the question, you know, I'm living my best life. Why won't guys be okay with that? Right, so first off, because you saying that you live your best life is a huge red flag. It hints at the idea that you probably have a roster of around 20 men, you know. Second off, women in 2023 have already such high standards. You having more money just means that your standards are even higher, you know, because a lot of women, even though they have a lot of standards, they're still looking for a provider. But if you already have a lot of money, your standards, you know, for providing are even higher. Like, there's so many wrong things with it. It's not that men are unhappy about your success. No, congratulations, you know. But we don't want a provider, you know. When women have a lot of money, it's not money that men use, right? When men have money, yeah, their partner uses that money. But when women have money, their partner doesn't benefit out of it, you know. So we really don't care. You could be broke. We don't care if you are a millionaire or broke, right? So more standards, bossy attitude, you know, you probably being more superficial than the rest of women that are already superficial. So you see, we really don't care how much money you have. If you had a great personality, we wouldn't bat an eye. But yeah, you see, it's some, you know, the problem is not that you are successful. The problem is that you're probably quite unpleasant to be around. Let's continue, gentlemen.
Longer the face that you were at, whether it was 30 or 35 or 25, whatever, still on the hunt for that man, and you hit the wall and you can see.
Panic. Who's panicking? If you watch this full video, she starts to talk about how girls are going to panic because younger girls are going to be more youthful. Let me tell you something. I'm 34 years old and I love being in my 30s. I get better with age. I gain more knowledge, more wisdom. I get hit on more than ever, especially by younger men, which is insane.
Yeah, because you're easier. They're not hitting on you because you're more pretty. They're hitting on you because you are easier than a woman in her 20s that has more standards. Your standards are lower because, you know, you can't reach the same amount of men, you know, as when you were in your 20s. So that's it. And when she says, I'm wiser now, you really know it's because of Chad, right? It's because she's been pumped and dumped so many times that now she has healed and, you know, all this crap. It's not really that she's wiser. It's just she's more experienced on the bad things.
There's no rush. You know why? It is better to marry late than to marry wrong. And no one is panicking. There are women out here having kids in their 40s and living and thriving. We have time. We live a long life. And yes, some of us may not get to have kids, but are they all that great?
Pathetic. Guys, that's personal, but a woman saying that kids are really not that great and just having that sort of view that kids, you know, how annoying. It's one of the most ugly things that can happen, you know, that a woman can say. I don't know, guys. It's like, you know, you have the power to bring life upon earth, and you view it as that, you know, disgusting thing that will, you know, get rid of your benefits of being single, you know, that will probably have to take you off the roster of men that you have. I don't know, guys, really disgusting. But no matter how much you cope, you can cope all you want. You can be talking the same things at 50. You can say that you love being in your 50s. The thing is, reality is going to hit you hard. Probably it hasn't already because you're quite delusional, but it's going to hit you hard, right? A moment will come in your life where you will find yourself being single and miserable, and your cats and your boxed wine will not bring in the joy that you're looking for. You probably still have options. The younger men who will, you know, smash anything they see. So you still have options, but they will quickly run out. Because yes, women who are younger are more attractive and they carry less baggage. So soon you will be off the dating market.
I'm probably gonna get a lot of help for this one. But yeah, I just don't care. I'm tired of it. Like I'm annoyed. Like when I had my kid, I made the choice to had my tubes out, gone. They're not tied, they're gone. Bye, deuces. Like, there was no ands, ifs, buts, maybe later. No. And, like, if you know me, then you know why. And if you don't, then, you know, ask. And I love how people assume that it's because I'm a mean bitch and I just don't like children. No. My pregnancy was hell. You couldn't pay me to do that again. Doesn't mean I don't love my kid or whatever. Cassie! But for people to say, you know, to like try to shame me for that shit, you weren't thinking about your next whoever. No. Didn't know it was my job to think about somebody that I don't even know exists. May or may not happen. May come in the bubble. May not. Come on now. I got time for that. I've got time for right now. What's going on right now? Like, so, like, it just baffles me. People are like, you shouldn't have done that. You should have thought about your next. No, I did what was right. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? Yes. Hallelujah, I would. Like, you just don't know. You just don't know. And I'm sure not trying to get with somebody to give them a kid. That is not my, like, purpose in being in life. Is to be a factory or a machine for you. Because who does all the hard work? Me. Who has to carry all that? Me. Who's got to deal with all them fuckers? Me. Not you. Respect people's choices, people. If you don't like it, then deuce. You ain't got to sit there and just bash people. God, grow up, y'all. Grow up. Come on. Have a good one.
I am in the middle of, I'm in a, like, I'm separated. That.
Okay, so this actually happened to me, something similar. The basic story behind this stitch is that this woman went on a date with a guy. They had a great time. They planned on meeting again. And literally the very next day, she saw him in Target with a woman and child. And so she's like, that's it. So he calls this hotline, this second date radio show. They get a hold of her and they find out that this is the reason. And he tells her, I'm separated. I'm in an amicable, oh, that's terrible. I'm in an amicable separation right now. So he's not single. He's not divorced. He's just not living with his wife and child. And this happened to me. I was talking to a guy. I met him on Call of Duty. We hit it off. We played a couple games together. He was really funny, cute. He was, you know, we were flirting a lot. We exchanged information. He lived like 4 hours away. We talked for almost a full week. He did tell me he had kids. He did keep bringing up that his ex had partial custody and stuff like that. But he kept calling her his ex. And so when he decided to come visit me, and we were talking about him coming to meet each other for the first time, I asked him the question. I said, so how long have you been divorced from your ex? And then he finally told me, oh, well, I'm not divorced. We're just kind of separated. We've been separated for almost a year, almost enough time for me to actually get a divorce. And I'm like, excuse me? Because I don't care if you're separated or what, okay? You are still married to that person, and you may be destroying your own marriage. You know, you may be leaving her for whatever reason, but you're still married to her, okay? You're not single, you're not widowed, you're not divorced, and I don't do that. So basically it made me go against my own beliefs and morals, even flirting with him and discussing this. And I was just like, nah, we ain't doing this. But yeah, I was just like, oh my God, what is wrong with you men? We don't want to date you if you're separated. Get a freaking divorce and then talk to us later. And then not telling us about it? What is that? I mean, it's a bald-faced lie. Nobody wants to live with somebody or be in a relationship with somebody who will clearly lie to you. It's just despicable, disgusting. Don't do it. Get some self-respect. Gosh.
This one, man, really upset right here. Now, I agree with her, but the thing is, guys, the funny thing for me is that these men were never in the first place looking to marry again. They've already been in a marriage. You know, they haven't been divorced, but, you know, they've been probably kicked out of the family unit. They could have to pay alimony and, you know, all the benefits that women get on a divorce. Probably these men are not willing to go through that, so they're just separated without being divorced. And they probably still have to pay alimony. Let's be correct about it. But you see, they're not looking for another marriage. They're on Tinder or whatever dating app you're using just to have fun. You know, I'm not saying that they should lie, but, you know, these women are acting all enraged. Like, you know, I figured a future with him and he suddenly lied. What future, man? You are probably doing the same thing. You are on a situationship. You are in a situationship, in a hookup, whatever. Why do you care if they are separated or not? It was not going anywhere, you see. Women do the exact same thing, but without being married. They just have a roster of 5 men, or 6 men, or 10 men. And they're not honest about it. You're right? When they meet you on a date, they don't tell you, hey, just so you know, I'm dating 7 other guys. No, they keep, you know, they keep that to themselves. And even though the guy goes into that date thinking that, you know, maybe it's going anywhere, it's not going anywhere, right? Nowhere. So, you see, it's kind of the same situation, even though not quite like. And the thing is, yeah, I don't like it when men do it, but neither do I like it when women do it. Yet we don't hear about this woman that's probably talking to 5 other guys, being straightforward with all of them, you know. But we'll end the video on that thought, gentlemen. Leave me your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be happy to see you next time, guys. Have a good one.